So here we are back at the dashboard. So when you get the chance, and if you're not there, please stop this video and get to your dashboards right now. And we are going to basically learn how to create forms. Okay, now there's a couple of things, a couple of ways I'm going to show you. And what one way is kind of easier than the other. One way involves Google Forms. The other way involves using a plugin. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, let's go ahead and I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and go into Google and let's go ahead and click on, like, say, Forms. Okay, so let's go into your Drive. All right, and wherever you can, I guess supposedly I'll do it right here. We're going to create a form. Okay, so let's go ahead and on the upper left, we're going to go New and then Google Forms. Okay, and we're going to create a very simple form here. So we will go ahead and, let's just call this a CTE form entry. Okay, let's just do that. And it's very simple. Okay, uh, we're just doing this for fun. And if you click on the area you just saw me, the first thing it'll do is ask you questions. So usually the typical questions are name. Okay, that comes up to a short answer. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on add question right over here. Okay, the plus sign. And then you may want to say email. Okay, and again, that's a short answer. All right, and then I'll add another question by clicking on the plus sign over here, and then this will be a message. Okay, and so that'll be a paragraph, and it kind of automatically does it for you. Okay, and you may want to make the email a requirement. You may want to make the name a requirement, but if there is a message, then some people don't want to do that. All right, so at any rate, so we'll call this CTE form entry on the upper left-hand side, as you can see. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on, let's click on the settings really quickly. Here you want respond receipts, restrict users to Azusa Unify. That's up to you. Um, you may want to let people edit. So when I do quizzes, I kind of use this as well. This is not a presentation, so there's no need for any of this. Show link to submit. Anyways, whatever. Quizzes, we're not going to make this a quiz. We're just going to save it. This is just a hello form. Press send. Okay, click on send, and now you get all these options. So one of them, of course, is you want to send this form to whoever. That's what this icon is, but we're not going to do that. Then this icon over here is to generate a link. See that? So this is what I often do, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go here, this little guy right here. This is the embed, and you notice right there, iframe. Okay, just like YouTube. And let's go ahead and increase to 800 pixels. Okay, height, let's go up to 800 is fine. So let's go 800 by let's do 840. That's fine, I guess. 800 by 40, and then what you're going to do is you're going to copy, and notice that everything is copied. Okay, let's go back into Dreamweaver. Let's go back into WordPress. All right, and now we're going to go into Pages, all pages. And we should add a contact form there. So there's your contact. So press edit. All right, now you'll see that you got some stuff already there. So I'm just going to remove all that, okay, if you have anything there. At any rate, let's go into text, and we're just going to paste the code that we just figured out, okay? So, and then if you click on visual, you'll see that it's right there. Press update. Okay, just wait a second. Let's go to, first sin I always have a live site ready for you. So if you click on contact, okay, there it is right there. Okay, it looks great. Okay, another thing that I would like to add here, okay, so let's go ahead and create a new form. Okay, so let's just go ahead, just so we can have practice. All right, so let's get out of here and let's go ahead and create another form. So File, New, Form, or you can go New and click on Form. Now this time we're just going to ask for name, email, and upload a file. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down, CTE Form 2. Okay, and again, let's go on the upper left, CT Form 2. So you're going to ask people for their name, which automatically translates to single. Now we're going to do this. Click on Add Question, and as you can see, if you click on the right side over here, one of the things you can do is file upload. Now, why am I concerned about this? Well, I'll show you in a second. So now let respondents upload files. Right, so press continue. Okay, then you can say, please upload. And I'm not going to go into details a lot of this, so, only specific field types. That's not what this is about, but, I mean, you could decide how many number of files. Let's just keep it at one maximum file size. I usually do about a gig or 1 gigabyte, whatever the case may be. But anyways, let's make these required and file upload a requirement, because if you don't upload something, what's the point? So, all right, so now let's go back to send. Now this is where it gets interesting. Of course, you could send this by email. You can generate a link. Now watch what happens when I click on this. Form cannot be embedded because it makes use of a file upload. So that's the thing about Google Forms, that if you're going to have this feature, file upload, okay, for some reason they don't want you to use this form. Alrighty then. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to click on send. This time we're going to click here, get a link. Okay, so we'll copy this. And let's go ahead and introduce you to a website that I go to that is known as an iframe generator, and it's on your Google. Okay, and so what you're going to do now, okay, let me go ahead and refresh this whole thing. So it's called iframe-generator.com, and so it basically kind of creates an iframe for you. So I'm going to paste the URL that I got from Google Docs. I'm going to call this upload, name it upload. The width, I suppose, can be 600 by 400. I mean, it's not that big of a form. Do I want any scrolling? No. Margin width, margin height, again. Border, yes. Border color, don't worry about that. So you can preview this, and basically this is what you're going to get. Okay. And I notice that there is, interesting, I think we have to increase the width, because I notice a file upload is not there. So let's go ahead and X out of that one. And let's go height at 700. Now let's preview. There it is. Okay. So there it is right there. All right. And the submit button as well. So that's what we want to generate. Now we press generate. Okay. Copy it. Go back into the WordPress. Okay, so we have this form already. Now, someone's going to go ahead and submit this. Normally, you would have the upload right here. Okay, I could have easily just add that on there. Okay, so, but let me just show you this really quickly. Let me go ahead and paste that. And there you have it. Okay, so you got both forms. All right, so there you have it. Now, you might be thinking, well, why can't we add the file upload to this form here? Well, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I just kind of had a change of heart here. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and double click and make some edits. So if I wanted to add this, okay, so let's go ahead and I think right here, let's go ahead and add below. So I select the area. And below it, so if I select this area here and I click the plus sign, the new section will appear below it. So here, let's go ahead and click on File Upload. Okay. continue, and we can just put down upload file. Okay, 1 gig. You don't have to worry about this part, but let's make it a requirement. And now I'm going to click on send. And obviously, if I click here, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to go back to here. And actually, because of the fact that I've already done this, so let's go ahead and do this. Copy. Go ahead and copy that. And let's go back to the generator. There it is right there. Let's refresh to clear up everything else. Okay. And we're going to say, obviously, this is going to need more of a height. So let's put down 900. 600 is good width. And let's go ahead and preview it. All right, we got every field there. I kind of wish it was more wider, but I mean, even if I do 800 and preview, you'll notice that all it does is expands the left and the right side, the coloration there, nothing else. All right, let's go ahead and X out of this, and let's go ahead and generate the code. So there's the code. I'm going to copy it, go back into the form here, and I'm just going to go ahead and overtake both. I'm just going to erase the 2 forms I have there and paste the new one that I have in here. And there you have it. So there it is right there. Okay. So that's one way of doing it. I'm going to press update. And I'm going to show you another way of doing it. Okay. And that's with this. If you recall, I asked you to, let's go into my plugins here and let's see what we have. Okay, so classic editor form. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and I thought I had it here. Let's go ahead and click on add new. You might have contact form 7. So if you do, you probably do, which I think we kind of messed around with yesterday. Contact form 7. So there it is now. I'm going to quickly install it. And I'm going to activate it. And it'll appear right here, right over there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on contact forms. Now, I already kind of showed you this spot yesterday. And if you were to press edit, you'll notice that it has your name, your email, subject, message. That's all. As far as everything else here is concerned, I guess you can also add a file. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cursor right around there and click on file. File type, required file, I don't know, acceptable bytes. Let's just say 1,000. Acceptable file. Let's put down JPEG, PDF, GIF, PNG, ID attribute. I have no idea. File 2, file 3, file 2, whatever. And then insert tag. Let's see how it looks. We might have to remove this. This is the first time I've done this, so let's see for ourselves. Okay, and we're going to copy this code right here. This is a shortcode, so we're going to save it. And unfortunately, we can't really preview it until we get to the page. So let's go back to the page. Okay. Now before we embed, okay, refresh, you notice that we've got the form here. There it is right there. And now we're going to go ahead and, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and edit. We're going to put a form above a form. Okay, so we'll go, well, we got to go, it's easier to go through text. Okay, so we'll add a horizontal rule. And now we're going to paste that shortcode. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll update. And then we'll go to visual. And it shows like, let's go to visual. Okay, and of course it will show the code. That's why we got to go to the live view. Let's refresh or press on the contact and let's see what happens. Okay, so and there it is. How about that? Cool. I would well, the nice thing about this is that we don't know where this one's going. Okay, so we don't know. It might go to an email. I mean, you may want to try, you know, something choose a file. Let's see what file. I'm just going to choose a screen capture and submit. Let's see what happens. File is too big. Okay, so at any rate, it might be better to use my choice would always be I mean, this is good because it allows you to integrate it. So in order for me to do that, I got to go back to contact forms, edit. So file is too big. So my goodness, how do we do this then? File type limit. Let's put down 3 more zeros. Let's put down 4 zeros. Okay, so you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put 6 zeros. I put a million. I don't know. Whatever. You know. So let's go back over here and refresh. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down the name, test, hello. Okay, and then choose a file. Let's go and choose this one right here, and let's see if we submit. And it goes, it doesn't really give me a mess. Oh, here, thank you, your message has been sent. And you may want to check, okay? So I don't know if I have any kind of email or anything like that. So, but I will check right now on my Gmail. Okay, just give me a second. So your job is to get this thing going, add a form, and I just want, like I said, I want both forms, okay? So both one or the other, and then, oh, here it is right here. Check it out. So at any rate, so as you can see right here, this is the Google form. And I'm not sure exactly where the other form is going to, so I haven't received it yet. But at any rate, maybe that's something we can fix, but you know how to do it. That's some key things. Not really concerned about whether it'll work or not, but mostly that you're able to figure it out and kind of add it. And that's really all there's to it, just kind of seeing. Let's see if we were to add a file. Class attributes, uploading. I personally wouldn't use this one mainly because it requires that you I don't know. I just would not because I'm not sure where this thing goes. So mail to admin. Okay. So I'll show you exactly where it goes to. The admin is myself, and so if I was to go to settings, general. Okay, so let me see. This is all right. At any rate, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but here is the admin email, and I haven't really received it. So, all right, that's that. Okay, so we will go for it. So go ahead and get this thing done. I want to see a contact page with both of the forms there. Have fun. Take care. I will see you on Monday.